Earlier this year, Monty and myself took a trip down to Exeter to visit XRacing, and whilst we were waiting for the students to get out of bed, we decided to take a wander around HMV. Because as far as we're concerned, if you're going on a long journey, maybe you're driving to Silverstone, then the soundtrack is all important. There are so many songs you could choose, but you want the ultimate driving playlist. So that's what we decided to work out. Flicking through all the vinyl, what was, to our minds, the best of the best? What were the ultimate driving songs? Right, I'm going to kick us off with what I think is the ultimate driving song, and it features on this album, which is a collection of greatest hits from the first 3 Meatloaf albums, Bat Out of Hell, Midnight of the Lost and Found, and Dead Ringer. It is, of course, the opening track on Bat Out of Hell, 9 minutes long, Bat Out of Hell. As far as I'm concerned, the driving record.
Okay, that's a good start, competitive start, but I'll see your Bat Out of Hell, and I'll raise you a bit of Genesis, bit of prog rock. For me, old school, very, very hard to beat, and Fifth of Firth, Peter Gabriel era, by the way. None of this Phil Collins stuff. It has to be the early 70s stuff. Dancing with the Moonlight Night, you could listen to this for 40 minutes straight and never get bored of it.
I was under the impression you could put that on and you could drive from where we are in Exeter to London and it wouldn't be finished yet.
Yeah, you're correct. It's about a 3-hour long album, so it's long.
It's about right. Okay, meanwhile, I'm going to give you these guys. Going to go with a bit of Muse. We're going with Muse, specifically Knights of Sidonia, the final track on this album, which is a legendary track on Guitar Hero and is also fantastic when you're pushing it. Well, I say pushing, when you're definitely doing 70 on the motorway.
Okay, yeah, no, I'll agree with that one. Particularly about the Guitar Hero as well. That was a very, very addictive one to play. And I never mastered it though, so I'll take my hat off to you if you could ever play it.
I was a drummer myself, so I never even attempted it, but I remember being in halls and someone brought in an old Guitar Hero and that was just the addiction in the kitchen for months, and Knights of Sidonia was on repeat every week.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. I'll give you that. We're winning so far with that one, and it's a modern one. It doesn't always have to be old songs, so fair play, Muse.
We can be up to date.
Ish. Well, Giles can, I can't, because this is my next offering. More Genesis.
Of course it is.
Well, yeah, I mean, come on. Okay, you're kind of going to see a theme on this one, guys. I like Genesis. I like Peter Gabriel. There's not a lot of words in it. And for me, that's really nice, actually, when it's a driving song. It's just listening to a guitar riff. It's listening to the bass. It's listening to the chords of it. The less I have to listen to the songs, the more I can focus on the road. And it's just got a nice vibe to it. For me, prog rock is a big one for driving.
I can understand that, and I think this kind of blends into my next one, because these guys are not prog, they are math rock, they are Foals, and holy fire, I love this album so much. It opens with an instrumental, Inhaler, the second track, again an instrumental, and then all of a sudden it bursts into My Number, which is a fantastic indie rock sing-along anthem. It's fantastic. This album is great for cruising around South Devon and Cornwall. It's especially when if you've got a sunroof and the sun's coming down, it's about 6 o'clock golden hour, this is the album to be driving to.
Okay, fair enough. I'll give you that one. That is a very, very strong candidate. Now, my third album was going to be Peter Gabriel, but then I was told I needed to go for something different. So, if I can't go for a third one, which is Peter Gabriel again, let's mix this up a little bit, okay? So, da da da,
Look at
da
it.
da.
I have no negativity towards that album at all. It's the first album I ever bought on vinyl from Somerset site for £1. And it is one of the greatest albums of all time, driving or otherwise.
Honestly, I'm quite ashamed that I've only found out about this 2 years ago.
2 years ago?
Honestly, I didn't really know this was a thing. That this was someone that I was dating at the time who introduced me to the album. I have to give a huge thank you because I can't stop listening to this now. Jeff Wayne, War of the Worlds. It's just everything about it.
I genuinely can't believe that you only found that 2 years ago. It's such a Monty record. It's one of my favourite records of all time. It's stunning.
It's kind of helped to redefine me over the last 2 years, not going to lie, because it kind of ticks all the boxes of everything which I like about music. Admittedly, I'm not really a big person for plays and shows, which is probably why I've not stumbled across it until 2 years ago and was introduced to it then. But I mean, the synthesizers, the guitars, Even some of the lyrics and some of the songs, they're impactful, aren't they?
Because Forever Autumn is the single that came off that, but you don't realise that out of context, it's part of a broader narrative. What that is essentially a musical through prog rock done by Jeff Wayne in the 70s, adapting H.G. Wells' fantastic science fiction novel The War of the Worlds, which originated the alien invasion. And it's you do get transported back to the 1800s whilst you're going on a long car journey, because that album is a very long, it's only 2 hours long, that record, so it's perfect for a long car journey. And then in 2013, Jeff Wayne re-recorded it with a whole new cast. You had Liam Neeson doing the voice of the journalist, whereas previously it was Richard Burton, the famous Welsh actor, and then the sung thoughts of the artilleryman Ricky Wilson from the Kaiser Chiefs.
Yes. No, everything about it was just perfect. But it's funny listening to it now, because I mean, it was written back in the 1890s. War of the Worlds. It was in Woking Common. And it was them just going 70 miles up the road to London and taking over London. But I guess that was the Worlds back in 1890.
It was, yeah. As far as how much has actually changed.
No, exactly. But you know what they say? The chances of anything coming from Mars?
Are 1,000,000 to 1.
Exactly.
We're going to keep geeking now. And this wasn't initially the choice I wanted to make. This is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
Hey.
And it's the reason for this is because it's the only album I can find in HMV in Exeter that's got The Chain by Fleetwood Mac on it. I would have chosen Rumours, but they've sold out again. It's one of the best-selling albums of all time. But it also features as the third track, or the fourth track, I should say, on the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 soundtrack. And additionally, the opening track is Mr. Blue Sky from ELO. So again, you get two for the price of one by having it on this album. But The Chain, Fleetwood Mac, every single time.
Yeah, absolutely competitive. I mean, for anyone that enjoys motorsport, The Chain, Fleetwood Mac, that was just the old school introduction to F1 on BBC as well, wasn't it?
Well, we had the best of both worlds, because when you were growing up, it was that. And then when I was growing up, they swapped from ITV to the BBC. So I got The Chain from 2009 onwards until 2013 as well. So for both of us, even though we're two different generations, we both have in our minds The Chain as the theme song for very much Formula One, but just motorsport in general.
Yep. You can't get better than that at all. No.
Okay, have you got anything else up your sleeve? Because I've still got plenty more to come.
Okay, we're going to turn this into the Giles show now, because I am out of albums now, sir.
I might have geeked out a little bit too much on this. We're going to go with this one. A bit more, it's prog-esque, but very much the Britpop equivalent of prog. It is The Verve, an urban hymn. So it opens with the iconic Bittersweet Symphony, and then it just goes into a bunch of soundscapes that meld and morph into each other. It also features The Drugs Don't Work and Lucky Man. It's got everything you could want on it. It's an ideal driving album. Bittersweet Symphony, great driving song, sing-along anthem. Also sounds great if you've got the windows down, because you've got to think, when you're driving, especially in a public place, and you've got your windows down because it's warm, you've got to think, okay, other people are going to hear my music. I don't want to annoy them with anything rubbish. You wouldn't be doing that by having this on your stereo.
That is a subjective one, because I would say with Bittersweet Symphony, especially, the backing track of that can just get stuck in your head for the whole day.
I have no objection to that.
That's a personal preference. I get it stuck in my head, and then that's me stuck for the rest of the day, like, please get out of my head.
Okay, I'll tell you what. Another one that might get stuck in your head is anything off this. The Stone Roses debut album from 1989. If you want something that jangles, that shines, that you can sing along to, and still has a bit of edge to it, this is the album.
Yes, okay. Do you know, this is a one I've never listened to.
It's got I Want to Be Adored on it. It's got She Bangs the Drums, Waterfall, I Am the Resurrection it closes with. The original pressings don't have Fool's Gold on it, but the American pressings do. Fool's Gold was originally just a single, but they put it on the American version.
Okay, I think that's one I need to go and listen to then, Giles.
Okay, we're going to finish off with...
How many more have you got left? How many more?
I've got two more. One's a notable shout-out from a friend of yours who suggested it for driving anthems. But this one right here...
Oh,
hands down, one of my favourite albums of all time.
How did I forget about that? How did I forget about that?
Absolutely iconic record from beginning to end. And it opens with So Far Away. And you get lulled into a false sense of security, thinking, oh, this is what this album is going to be. Very pub rock, which is what Dire Straits were known for at that point. And then all of a sudden, Sting's falsetto comes in, saying he wants his MTV. The drums build, the feedback builds, and all of a sudden, Mark Knopfler just explodes through the speakers with one of the most iconic riffs ever. And from that moment on, you were just like, this is it. And it goes to so many different places. It feels like it goes to South America. It feels like it goes to Miami. It feels like it goes to London. It's got everything going on.
It was a very, very international rock album, wasn't it?
Absolutely. It kind of going from Sultans of Swing and Romeo and Juliet to this, it kind of redefined Dire Straits without losing what made them Dire Straits.
Yep, I think everyone just saw them as a British and pub beforehand. This was a new era for them, and personally, I think a much better era as well.
It is iconic, and it is a great driving record.
Right, what have we got left? Any more?
This last one...
we're on the last one.
This last
Very
one
good.
was suggested by your friend, Chris, who said that the second track on this record, which is Scorpions' Love at First Sting...
Scorpions, yes, okay.
Rock You Like a Hurricane. He thought that was an iconic driving track, and he is right. He is absolutely right, so I thought I'd chuck it in for good measure.
Okay, yep, fair play, friends. Good choice. I'll be listening to this one on my train ride back home tomorrow.
Well, that is what we've got as our records for suggesting that you listen to when you're driving. We'll put a QR code into this video so you can go and check out the playlist. Maybe you think we're completely bonkers. Maybe you think we're completely out of touch and a little bit old in our music taste. What would you recommend as the ultimate driving anthem? Comment below. Let us know. We'd love to know what you think.
Do we want to really hear their comments? I'm quite happy with my own music now, Giles. I'm stuck in my ways.
I'm 25. I'm just a little bit flexible.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. You know what they say, the older you get, the more relevant you were. I've hit that point in life now.
So, after a pint in one of the most iconic pubs in the southwest, big up the Impy, Monty and myself made our way over to Exeter University to go and meet XRacing. Oh, and I had a sausage roll, because needs must. After a bit of a while trying to find somewhere suitable to actually film with Exeter Racing, they've got a lovely campus, plenty of buildings and a very, very big library. We found a meeting room to set up in, and once we got everything hooked up and ready to go, it was time to press record.
Perfect, so clap test for this camera. Giles, one for that one, please. Show us yours.